So this couple says, we want to take this trip around the world. That was the promise they had made themselves 10 or 15 years ago. And now they're there. They have the resources, they have the time. And I said to them, when are you going to take that trip? And they said, well, in order to do that, we'd have to take money out of our retirement account. I said, I don't know if you know this, but you're retired. That's what you saved this money for. That was the whole point. They were so trapped by the fact that their retirement account would go down if they spent the money on what they told themselves they would do in retirement, that they would rather just sit on the money because it felt safer. It's this psychological barrier that gets created. So a client 10 years ago would look out in the future and say, man, if I get to a place where I have $2 million, I mean, what would I do? I'd have all the money I could ever dream of. We would do all these amazing things. That's when they're thinking into the future about this bright opportunity. That's the ceiling. That's the I'll never get there number. It's way out in the distance. But then they get there. And now it's the floor. Now it's the number they're familiar with. They have $2 million. They've had $2 million for a little while, and now it feels familiar, it feels comfortable, it feels safe. So this number that for years was a pie in the sky, never gonna see it happen number, becomes what I have to have. And that's what the trick is with the ceiling and the floor. We get convinced that any movement from this floor, if our $2 million becomes $1,990,000 something, we're failing. We're going backwards. We're going backwards from a number that used to be pie in the sky. It used to be something we would never see. And now that we're there, any movement backwards because we're using those resources for the things we dreamed of feels like failure. How ironic.